Mark Kelly. Or should I say Captain Mark Kelly? Oh, this dude. And so now, because what this Joker's doing, all of us with a DD214 have to get out in the public sphere and start voicing our opinion because now we're going to draw up battle lines and we're going to cause a bunch more havoc and we're going to divide everybody up again. But I'm going to tell you something that might actually shock you, something that if you're not a veteran, that you may never have thought of. And I don't think Mr. Kelly has thought of it either, is that veterans are not the same. We're varied. We join for different reasons. We have different experiences. We get out for different reasons. We stay in for different reasons. We have different careers. We vote differently. Some combat veterans get out and never want to touch again for the rest of their lives. Others cannot imagine walking out of the house without one. We are men and women, tall and short, every race imaginable, run the gambit from extremely intelligent to extremely not. Sorry, Marines. And are in no way a monolithic group other than the fact that we, at one time, at least one time, swore an oath to the Constitution and gave up our rights to become property of the United States government. Most of us grudgingly accept the thanks and expressions of gratitude that the country lavishes on us these days. Others, like Captain Mark Kelly and John Kerry and Adam Kenzinger, like to use those sentiments to manipulate public opinion. They like being thanked. Most of us frown upon their behavior and we cringe when people thank us for our service. So, Captain Mark, just for the record, you do not get to use my DD214 or even hint at using my DD214 in your politics. Nobody gets to use my DD214 in their politics other than me, one way or the other. Mark, you had your Navy career and have parlayed that into a Senate seat. Guys like you and Kenzinger are so freaking desperate to get the military and veterans to publicly join your side of the aisle that it is just nauseating. I don't know how it is now, but when I was in, we really didn't give a crap about politics aboard ship. Not at all. The president was the president and he was cool, whoever he was. If I voted in 96, it would have been for Bill Clinton because he repealed the 55-mile-per-hour speed limit. Yep, that was the extent of my politics in 1996. I don't even think I voted, though. But that's how 20-somethings think. They don't think like 60-year-old former astronauts who loathe Republicans. They think like 20-something testosterone-fueled invincibles who are in incredible shape and are jonesing for some excitement. Hence, they joined the military. Mark Kelly just did something awful, but we can tell what kind of veteran he is just by his Twitter handle. He was an astronaut, for goodness sakes, but he still has captain in his Twitter handle. He wants that attention. He needs that attention. He wants unearned credibility. He wants his military resume to make people take his words seriously without checking out the words. Well, unless us veterans are talking about the actual stuff we did in the military, then we're just like everyone else. If Mark Kelly is talking about how to dock a spaceship somewhere, you should listen to him. If he's not, you need to debate him. Veterans, we are not super citizens because we took the oath. We're not experts on patriotism or something else because we spent 4 years or 30 years in uniform and know how to fold a flag. We might be experts in organization, in the trades, and flying planes and shooting guns or other stuff that you can also become an expert in outside the military. In which case, when those subjects come up, we need to debate them. Like when it comes to politics. Every U.S. citizen gets a vote, so every U.S. citizen's opinion matters in politics. You got that, Mark? And trying to use your cred and current office to foment dissent in the ranks is really, really low. which shows that you might have had a successful military career, but it didn't include leadership or personnel management because you don't respect the men and women wearing the uniform right now. You think they need to be told how to think and what to do, which is not how it works, Mark. We're all taught not to obey unlawful orders because we're all capable of identifying them as the intelligent people we are. Yes, even the Marines. The picture on the right that you see is me on board a merchant vessel in the Persian Gulf or thereabouts in the mid 90s. I was on a team to enforce sanctions on Saddam Hussein's Iraq to make sure they could not export things under a ban put in place by the United Nations. We searched ships that looked suspect. If they were found to be afoul of whatever law was governing those seas, the ships got impounded. While Mark Kelly has an illustrious Navy career, he didn't do this. Others did. Those operations are very similar to the LEO ops, that means law enforcement operations, that are done to keep drugs out of the United States. I'm lost on how it's legal to blow up boats instead of boarding them and arresting people, but I'm not doing it now. That's on the active duty personnel doing it presently and those giving the orders. And you can bet they have a pile of legal opinions backing their moves. Something we do learn in the military is to defer to those on the front lines. Firing munitions on the open ocean is not something that can be done willy-nilly. And the men and women undertaking those operations do not need politicians telling them it's against the UCMJ, it's a Universal Code of Military Justice, that it's against that to follow unlawful orders. Because we are all taught very early in boot camp, OCS, or whatever other path officers take, not to follow unlawful orders, pretty much on day one, as individuals who can think for ourselves. So take that, Mark, and may God bless and protect those serving right now.